Hello.
Hello, hello. Welcome to the meeting. We're gonna
Hi.
we're gonna go
I,
ahead and wait a
I-
couple more minutes and then we'll get started, but I'm glad you got on.
well, I was trying to get my speaker on my computer to work, and I accidentally hung up the phone. You called me back.
Well, good. I didn't do it, so at least this program has that I'm glad I'm so efficient.
Yes. Now you can stand it. Are you there?
I am. I hear you. I saw Kim just put in the chat box that she wants to click all the stuff and see what happens. I'm pretty sure that it's safe, Kim. I'm thinking you can probably click as many things as you want. I think all it may do is if you click webcam, we are going to be able to see you. So those of you that want to be able to view one another through the webcam, in this meeting platform, you can click your webcam and we will be able to see you. However, only four to six people, I'm sorry, can be shown on the webcam at the same time. So we can't all be on the webcam, and that's why I didn't make it mandatory. But by all means, if you feel like you want people to see you and you want to see other people, click your webcam and up to six of you can be seen at a time. I'll be sharing my screen throughout the meeting, but by all means, chime in, ask questions when you want to, and just out of respect for wherever we may be taking this call, if you're not talking, mute your line just to cut out any background noise. We are going to go ahead and get started because
Guys.
we do have everybody on the line, it looks like. So I want to welcome everybody and thank you guys for taking time out of your day. I'm really excited to be on the call. How about you guys? Yay, good. I'm seeing a lot of you typing in the chat box, and that's completely fine. I do want to let you know the
Woohoo!
call. Yay, woohoo! Thank you. Somebody got on there. I do want to let you guys know it is being recorded. So if there's something that we go over that you didn't get a chance to ask a question on or that you just want to replay, you are going to have access to rewatch this after the call. And I will mail out the link for the replay as soon as the call's over. So let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to the Avon Leadership Development Program. This is really exciting. We are all getting to embark on a brand new journey together, and I can't tell you guys how excited I am to be a part of this and to get to really be a part of your guys' development journey. It really is going to be very interesting and really exciting to watch each of you grow and develop into the leaders that you want to be. So Deborah just asked, you don't need to take pictures of the slides. No, it will be recorded and you will be able to see the slides as well as the chat in the recording. Okay, so let's move on. Let's talk a little bit about what we're going to do, the agenda for today's call, as well as the agenda over the next few weeks. Um, this program is really, it's a 13-week program. We're going to talk a little bit about today what we're going to do in that program, the things that we work on, how we work together, and what we expect of not only you, but of me as the coach. We're going to go over success competencies, and we're going to really talk about what those are and how they play into your success as an Avon leader. We're also going to talk about your belief or your why. And as you can see, that is the B in Boss Life. We will cover the O and the S's, the rest of Boss, throughout the 13 weeks that we spend together. But this first 2 weeks is really about getting to know one another and getting to know your business. So that being said, let me introduce myself. Most of you know me, but for those that don't, my name is Jenny. This is a picture of my husband and I. So we will be going over kind of part of your personal life and part of your business life in this call. You guys are going to get to know me in my personal life and me in my professional life, as I hope that you're willing to share a little bit about your personal and professional life with me. My husband and I have 3 kids. They're all in different stages in their life. My oldest is my daughter Kylie, who's away at college now. She's starting her 2nd year in college, and she's really kind of getting out there into the world and making her own little way. She goes to college in Moraga at St. Mary's. My son is starting his senior year in high school and still having fun and figuring out what he's going to do. We haven't nailed down quite what that's going to look like yet, but getting through high school and having fun and enjoying everything that is involved in that. And then my youngest daughter is going into 5th grade, having fun doing sports, dance, and cheer. Cheer actually starts tonight for her, so that's fun. And then a little bit about me personally, my kids, my husband, a little bit about my goals for you as a coach. Really, there's a lot when I think of what a coach means in my life. As a child, I had the experience of a coach through athletics, and we know that that type of coach is really there to motivate and encourage and inspire and really push you to take your physical strength to the next step. I really didn't have a lot of experience with coaching in the, adult realm. I went into the beauty industry as a cosmetologist and didn't really have any type of formal coaching structure until I came into Avon, and I was very blessed to become a part of the DSWA in partnership with Avon and go through some coaching courses with them. And then I've been very blessed to have experienced the coaching training with New Avon and the Leadership Development Coach program. So as we go through this program, I do want to give you a few promises that I really hope that you guys take to heart. My goals as your coach. And as I share these with you, they are my promises to you. So call me out on them. This is real. This is us building each other. So if you feel at any point in time I've dropped the ball on one of these goals, do not be afraid to tell me, hey, I don't feel like you're inspiring me. I want you to inspire me. Call me out on these things because these are important to me. I want to focus on you. I want to focus on your heart, your dreams, and your future. I would love it when we had our one-on-one calls if after you hung up from that call, you thought, wow, my day's really, that was awesome, and my day's really going to take off from there. I want to inspire you at each interaction that we have. I want to provide you with practice opportunities that will hopefully stretch you and help you really achieve some goals that you didn't think were achievable. I'd also like to help you achieve your success through incremental progress. This is not something that you're going to wake up tomorrow and have double the team. This is definitely step by step, stretching and growing along the way, and I really hope that you guys will give me the opportunity to help you with that. Does anybody have anything they'd like to say or any goals or anything that they'd like me to add to my goal as your coach?
Okay.
Hello? No, is everybody good with the goals that are set forth for me as your coach?
Absolutely.
Thank you, thank you. So now let's get to know each of you. You guys are going to see your picture come up on the screen with your name under it. Thank you to those of you that sent me in your pictures. Those of you that I didn't receive a picture from, if I was friends on Facebook, if I am friends on Facebook with you, I hope you don't mind. I snagged a picture on Facebook just to represent you. And then there are a couple of you that I wasn't friends with you on Facebook, so I didn't want to snag a picture of somebody else that wasn't you. So if you see your name with no picture, by all means, tell us a little bit about yourself. Give us how many years that you've been with your Avon business, kind of your location, where you live, because our territory has really been expanded and we cover a large portion of Northern California now. And then your current leadership title and the size of your downline, just so we get an idea of who all is on the call. Let's start with Deborah McCord. Deborah, are you on the line?
Yes, I'm here.
Yay, welcome, Deborah. Can you tell us a little bit? You'll see the bullet points next to your picture. First of all, I know who you are in that picture, but share with us which one of those people is you.
I'm the big girl in the middle.
You're so funny. You're the beautiful woman in the middle. Tell us, how many years have you had your Avon business?
I have had my Avon business for 6 years.
Wow, congratulations. That's a good amount of time with Avon. Where are you located?
I am located in Merced, California.
So a little bit, that is actually the most southern part of our territory. So for those of you that are wondering where our, we don't really have districts anymore, but where our territory covers, Deborah being in Merced is the southernmost part of our territory. Deborah, what is your current leadership title?
Gold Ambassador.
Congratulations. What is your goal as a leadership title by the time we're finished with this 13-week program?
At the end of 13 weeks?
At the end of this 13 weeks, where would you like to see yourself?
I'd like to be back to silver leader.
Oh, wow, good. Okay. That's a good goal. And that's definitely something that we'll work on. Thank you for sharing. Right now, do you know the approximate size of your downline?
67.
Wow, congratulations. Thank you so much for sharing, Deborah. Is there one fun fact that you'd like to give us about yourself?
One fun fact.
Anything you'd like to share?
Not that I can think of.
No? Nothing fun about you. Okay,
No.
We're going to save that for the group collaboration. I'm going to remember that Deborah has been with Avon 6 years. She lives in Merced, and she does nothing fun.
You already knew that.
She's super boring. She's really not boring, guys. She's actually one of the most fun women you'd ever meet, and there's a ton of fun facts, but I can't share them for her. So let's move on to our next leader in the group. We have Patty Featherston. Patty, are you on the line? Can you share a little bit with us?
Okay, I'm new at this. Do you hear me?
We do. Thank you, Patty. I know we're all new at this, and it's a little bit scary at first. I did a fake call with my husband's computer just so I could practice by myself earlier. So, Patty, how many years have you been with Avon?
Over 36 years.
Wow.
Right? Wow.
10 years.
That's a long time. So I've got to ask a little bit off of the bullet point. What is the most exciting thing that has happened to you during that 36 years with Avon?
I don't know, exciting. It's amazing. I've done over 377 contracts.
Oh, wow. That is
that
amazing.
Crazy?
Yes. No, that's exciting. That's amazing. I'm going to write that down. That is really a fun fact to keep and to know. How many of you know how many contracts you've done over your Avon career? That's a really neat fact to know. So Patty, tell me, where are you located?
In Ceres, California.
So just a little bit north, and just so you guys can have an idea of the territory. Patty's only located, about how long do you think it would take to get from Merced to Ceres? An hour and 10 minutes, maybe? An hour?
No,
No?
from Merced to Ceres?
Yeah.
Ceres to Merced. I was grown up in Merced, so it's about 45 minutes.
About 45 minutes north of where Deborah's located. So still on the tail end of our territory is where Ceres is located. A nice community, a good-sized town. What's your current leadership title, Patty?
Silver Ambassador.
Congratulations, I like that. What would be a goal that you would have at the end of this 13 weeks?
To be Gold Ambassador or above.
I love it. I love it. Now, what's the approximate size of your downline? Do you know?
26 people.
26. Congratulations. That's a really large downline. You guys have good downlines that you're starting with. We have lots and lots of good leaders on this call. I hope you guys really, really get to know each other. Reach out and talk to each other throughout this time. Use the GroupMe that you have. Thank you, Patty, for sharing. Do you have a fun fact that you'd like to share about yourself?
A fun fact?
Anything that you'd
I
like
don't know that I always travel. I always travel and I never stay home.
That is a fun fact about you. Just to give the team or the group an idea, if you could, off the top of your head, we're 7 months into this year, about how much of that time have you spent traveling or away from home thus far this year?
Oh my gosh. I'm gone at least every other month.
Yeah, easily. What was the last big trip?
Big trip was Seattle. I'm planning on going to Nashville and New Orleans in August. We go to the game in San Francisco a lot.
Yes.
The Giants game. Yeah.
Now,
Always on the go.
Always, always, always. I know I live vicariously through you because you see places I will never see. So I'm always extremely envious of all of your pictures and all the fun that you have. But that's the luxury of having your Avon business, right? Because it's waiting for you when you get back home.
Correct. I schedule my trips around my Avon business, only the part where it's delivered at the house. So I can leave 2 and 3 weeks at a time and be back for the order because I can place the order anywhere I'm at.
Oh, amazing. Okay, Teresa just asked, can she switch real quick and get on her laptop instead? Yes, Teresa, just dial right back in with the link. I think there's still a couple people we're going to talk to before we get to your slide. So by all means, you have a few minutes. And if we get to your slide and you're not back on, we'll come back to you. Okay, Patty, thank you so much for sharing. We're going to talk to you in just a little bit. Next,
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Next, let's introduce Laura Zamora. Laura, this is a great picture of you, I have to say. For those of you that don't know Laura, hopefully I'm not stealing her fun fact, but Laura was the makeup maven when we had makeup mavens in this area, and Laura was our makeup maven. Are you on the line, Laura?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you perfectly. This, by the way, beautiful picture. As soon as I got it, my husband was like, oh,
Thank
she's
you.
so pretty. I know he's always thought you were beautiful, but yes, gorgeous picture.
Thanks.
So tell me, how many years now have you been with Avon, Laura?
So I've been with Avon 6 years now. It's crazy.
Right? You and Deborah
Yeah.
together. See?
Yeah, I know. I noticed. I'm like, oh, yay, Deborah.
No, you guys are anniversary buddies. So where are you located?
So I'm located in Delhi.
Okay, so you're pretty in the middle of where Patty and Deborah are located.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. So we have quite a few kind of right here in the southern end. So Delhi's a tiny little town. For those of you who don't know where Delhi is, Laura, what would you say is the biggest town or the closest big town to you?
Turlock, and I think Turlock, well, yeah, the big town will be Turlock.
Yes.
I think.
And that's only a couple minutes away. And that,
Yeah.
For me too. Laura and I are located very, very close to one another. I can literally go out my front door and drive down the street and end up in Delhi. So Laura and I are located very close together, and Turlock would be the big town.
Yeah.
What's your current leadership title, Laura?
So right now, I was looking up because I've been like out of the loop here, but I'm a silver ambassador.
And Laura,
And,
you've got to share. Why have you been out of the loop a little bit?
I got a surprise gift from God, my baby daughter. I have 5 kids now, so I have my baby that I'm hands full
Oh, yes.
on board.
That was a good reason to be out of the loop. I have to tell you, when I asked for the picture, I was really hoping to get a picture of the baby. I was really hoping that that's what I was going to get, but that's okay. We'll have time for that on future calls. But yes, that's a good reason to be out of the loop. Now, after this 13 weeks, where would you like to see your Avon business?
I just want to be involved in, wherever Avon takes me. I mean, I love to be with all my Avon family. I like coming from the Bay Area, moving here, I became an Avon leader, so it has taught me a lot to be like to meet more people. So that's what I would like, meet more people, grow my business. I don't have a title that I would like to achieve. I just want to keep growing,
I love it. I love it. You didn't set a cap on yourself. You just want to be a step ahead of where you are now and wherever that takes you. I love it. About what size is your current downline?
So I'm at 26 right now.
Awesome. Okay, is that not exactly where Patty's at? I'm pretty sure that's exactly what Patty said.
Oh, yeah, I think so, yeah.
You just copied everybody's answers, Laura. Good job. I'm totally teasing with you. So a fun fact about you that we didn't know, besides the fact that you were our makeup maven here in this area, what is something that you'd like to share about yourself with the team?
Well, I was I set a goal to take my kids to Disney, and I made it. So I think that was my biggest goal from Avon that I've done.
I remember that. And I remember how proud every single person, wasn't it at a sales meeting that you announced that?
Yeah, I think so. Randy always put me on that, on the loop.
Yep.
To do things.
Yep. He put you on the spot, and you did. You announced it at a sales meeting, and we were all so proud of you. It was awesome. It was awesome.
Thanks.
Congratulations, and I can't wait to talk to you a little bit more.
Awesome. I'm ready.
I know. That's the great thing about this team is you guys are all so ready to grow, and that's really what's going to make this work. So let's see who is next to introduce to the team. Do we have Barbara Clark?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I do hear you, Barbara. Welcome to the team.
That's an old picture, huh?
Hey, you sent it to me. I didn't do that.
I know. But
I like this picture.
Anyway, that's Avon, almost 10 years.
Awesome. That's a long time. In that 10 years, what is one of the best memories that you have?
The best memory I have is my first PC tribute. It was a big deal to me, and I received the Spirit of Avon Award and had no idea what it even was.
Oh,
and was just absolutely thrilled. That was way back in 2008.
That award is amazing, and I know many people on this call have received that award, and that is something that changes you in your Avon business. It does. It gives you a feeling that is undescribable, and it does mean a lot to someone in this business.
It's a lot of pride,
Yes.
It's a pride point. What can I tell you?
And well-deserved pride, because the Spirit of Avon, I mean, it's not an easy choice, and it's definitely not just a fluke when you get that. You earned that, so definitely something to be proud of. Whereabouts are you located?
I'm on the southern edge of Modesto.
Okay, perfect. So we're moving a little more north as we go. So Modesto is just a little north of Ceres. So Barbara is just moving a little north of where Patty is located. Modesto's a lot bigger town than Delhi or Ceres, or even, I don't know, Modesto and Merced might be similar. Somebody can chime in and let me know. I don't go to either one of them often enough. I think Modesto might be bigger.
Modesto's bigger.
I think
I
so.
was born and raised in Merced, so.
So you know, well, the mall in Modesto is definitely bigger than the mall in Merced. Just saying. Currently, what is your leadership title, Barbara?
I just, in campaign 14, was promoted to bronze leader.
Oh, congratulations. That deserves a huge hand clapping. I don't know if anybody else is unmuted and can clap, but that's awesome.
A lot of it was due to Kim and her team.
Kim is also on the call, so shout out to Kim and her team. And that's one thing I want to point out is that if at all possible, if you guys can get your downline to also jump on these, these sessions in future sessions, oh my goodness, imagine what will happen. If you have gone through a session, you then have a grasp on your team and know what you're doing, and then your downline jumps on board. It's just like what happens when somebody gets the recruiting bug in your downline and your team just starts to grow exponentially. So congratulations to getting one of your downline members involved in these calls. You guys are going to be able to grow together. It's going to be amazing. It is going to be fun. It is. What is a goal that you have during this next 13 weeks?
I would like to see, well, I'm hoping to make Honor Society this year. Looks like I'm well back to that. And I'm hoping maybe to bump up to Silver Leader at the end of
Totally doable. Now, what's the current size of your downline, approximately?
52.
52. Congratulations, Barbara. That is a good team that you're working with. So one fun fact about you that you'd like to share with us.
Has everyone seen the movie Moana?
I love that movie.
Yes. Yes. I'm the old crazy grandma.
You know what? When I watched that movie, Barbara, that lady reminded me of you.
See, I told you. I'm the old crazy grandma.
Oh, that's awesome. So if you haven't seen that movie, you need to, and just picture Barbara as that lady.
That's me. As most of you know, this year I turned 70. So I can really say I'm the old crazy grandma.
That's so awesome, Barbara. That's so awesome. Well, and your great grandma too, correct?
Yes, great grandma too.
Yeah.
She'll be here tomorrow.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, take pictures and send me a picture because you know I like my baby fix. Laura robbed me of it. We just got to see a picture of Laura, not the baby. But anyways, thank you, Miss Barbara, for sharing a little bit about yourself, and welcome to the team. I'm excited to get to know you on another level and to also get to see the team get to know you on another level. So let's see who else is on the team. Teresa, I hope this picture is okay. Are you out there? Can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you very, very well. Is this picture okay?
Yes, that's fine.
Yay! Okay, good. So for those that don't know you on the call, Teresa, who are you in this picture?
The only one with glasses.
Yes, she's right in the middle. I don't know if you guys can see my cursor as I circle her name, but she is right there in the center of the picture, surrounded by Avon royalty.
Yes, very much so.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of where that was.
I don't know either. When I stole it from Facebook, I was hoping it was going to say in the caption, but I didn't see. I don't know. I just saw that you were surrounded by royalty and thought, oh, this is a good picture.
I know where that was now. That was in Arizona when we went to the Omni Resort. When you're a gold leader of above, you get to go to find out what's happening.
Yes. So that had to have been amazing because you guys as gold leaders and above get sneak peeks at things that all of us regular people in Avon don't get to know. You guys get the scoop well before we do. So that's
Yes.
got to be exciting. Definitely a perk to getting to Gold Leader. And it looks like a very enjoyable trip.
Yes.
Aw.
Yes, it is fun.
Oh, I bet. Every you always look like you're having fun. So how many years have you had your Avon business, Teresa?
41 years.
You beat Patty.
I know.
Congratulations, Patty. Somebody has been with Avon since they were 6 months old instead of 1 year old. Good job.
Thank you.
Patty's been
Wow.
selling Avon since she could crawl. So out of those years with Avon, what is the one thing that sticks out to you? What is the most, memorable moment that you'd like to share with us?
I think the biggest milestone for me was when I made when I made President's Council, actually.
Oh, my goodness, yeah.
And because my goal was, we were going to Puerto Rico, and I said, I'm going to do it, and I did. I was already at 80-something thousand, so I just worked harder to get 30 more thousand.
Right. Only $30 more. You can do it. How many years had you been with Avon when you reached President's Council for the first time?
Well, let me see. I had time to write this down. So I've been on 4 trips. So technically 4 from the 41. So it's just recently have I, I've been on many trips with Avon. So they've all been very, very, you can't do it. You have to go. You have to go. But I was trying to think. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think 9 or 10 trips I have done with Avon.
That's
but
amazing.
4 of them was President's Council.
That's amazing. That's amazing. If you could share one tip to getting to President's Council, I mean, it's hard work. It's definitely putting in the time, putting in the consistency, and putting in the hard work. But when you decided to flip that switch and go for it, was there something you told yourself every day? Was there something that you just would not stop your day until you had done this one task? Was there anything that just was a must do to get there?
Obviously it sells, so you needed more customers. Like they've always said, you either, have your customers buy more or you get more customers. And my goal was to get more customers. I offered a lot of discounts, but not where I didn't make anything. You know what I mean?
Right.
I might have gave them 20% off because I was already making 50, but it's buying more brochures and telling my husband, you're not going to see me for a long time because we're going to go on this trip. For then, I'm going to be busy.
Right.
And then it just snowballs. Once you built it, it kind of stayed. And then the next year it was easy. And the next year was easy, This year's a little tougher. I'm struggling this year.
Well, I have all the faith that you will do it because you have determination. Yeah.
I have to because it's in Disneyland. I have to. It's in Disney World.
Right. You cannot miss Disney World. I have to share with the team, when I was looking for this picture, I almost just put a picture of Mickey Mouse because that's what represents Teresa. So
Exactly.
you almost had a picture of Mickey Mouse on there, and then I thought, no, the team will think I'm crazy. So I decided to give them your lovely picture instead of Mickey Mouse's.
Thank you, Jenny.
Oh, you're welcome. So where are you located, Teresa?
I'm in Stockton, California.
We just went a little bit more north. For those of you that are visualizing the territory, we started down in Merced and we just moved a little more north. Stockton is probably the largest city. Yeah, the largest out of the other ones that we have talked about. What's your current leadership title, Teresa?
I'm a gold leader right now.
And I've got to tell you, Teresa is also the highest titled leader in our program. So once Teresa titles up, we will lose her because she will be beyond a regular coaching program and move into a senior coaching program. So we are so lucky as to have Teresa for a short amount of time, probably only one full course, and she's going to be on her way to moving into another coaching program. So really, I would encourage everybody on the team to, when Teresa talks, pay attention to what she's saying, because she got there by doing it and working hard. She didn't take shortcuts, and she really has earned every bit of the acclamation that she is going to get within this program. So I thank you, Teresa, for sharing a little bit. What's the size of your downline?
It's about 220.
Amazing, amazing. Congratulations. And I'm super excited to get to work with you through this program and get to learn from you and also help you learn a little bit about your business, hopefully, and open up some windows and see maybe where there's a few places that we can help you grow. I'm very excited.
Great. I love that. Thank you.
You're welcome. So let's see who else is on the call. Do we have Susan Wong?
Hi.
Hi, Susan. How are you?
Fine.
Well, I want to thank you for getting on the call and telling us a little bit about yourself. One thing that I will share with Susan, I have a special connection with Susan, and Susan was my upline when I was an Avon representative. Laura's also typing in the chat box, yay, Susan, my mama. Susan is a very good upline and was a very good mama to several people within our Avon family. So I thank you for that, Susan, and for giving me the introduction to the Avon.
It was my pleasure working with you.
I appreciate it, and you will always hold a special place with me. Without you, I really wouldn't know anything about Avon, so you're always going to be very special to me. How many years have you had your Avon business, Susan?
I've been in Avon 15 and a half years.
That is a long time. In that 15 and a half years, Susan, what is the one thing that stands out the most? What's the one memory that you're most proud of?
Let's see, in 2012, I think it was 2012, I got to go to Jamaica with my husband, and it was all expenses paid by Avon. And that was, opened my eyes to the wonderful rewards of achievement.
Right? That had to be amazing. Now, what did the hubby think?
Say that again?
What did your husband think of that trip?
Oh, he loved it. He wanted to do that more. I told him I'd love to get more than one trip a year with Avon. I don't know if they still do 2 trips a year, but I think the upper levels get lots of trips.
That's what I was going to say. That's definitely something you could talk to Teresa about, because Teresa knows the down low on all the trips you can take with Avon. So she will school you on anything that's available, I guarantee it. So, Susan, where are you located?
I'm in Modesto.
So you're right next to Barbara. You guys are right there in Modesto together. What's your current leadership title?
I'm a gold ambassador with 46 people on my team.
Wow, good job. One of those people being Laura, who we met a little bit earlier on the call. Yay. So you are in the great shoes, just like Barbara, to have a downline member in the coaching program with you. So I really, really look forward to seeing your team grow and grow even faster, because you have a downline member also taking advantage of the coaching program. So congratulations to you for that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If there was one fun fact that you could share with us about yourself, what would it be?
Well, I'm going to Mississippi this Saturday for a week. So next Friday, I'll be in Mississippi when I'm talking with you all.
Oh, how fun. Are you going to, y'all, you see, you're already throwing in the little bit of the Mississippi accent. Are you going to practice for us?
Yeah, I'm going to see my son and his family. And the other real quick fun fact is, if I was a writer, I would be a humorist, because I like to make people laugh.
I like that. And you know what? It is very true about you. You always, always, always bring a lightheartedness to the room. So I appreciate that about you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Susan, for sharing a little bit about you, and have fun in Mississippi. I maybe share a picture with us on the group call, or no, you won't be able to because that one's just a call and no slides. But tell us something fun that you've done while you've been in Mississippi.
Okay, I will.
Okay, let's see who else is on the call. Do we have, now I didn't know if Paula was going to be able to join us. Paula, are you on the call? I don't think she is, team, and I'm just going to let you know a little bit about Paula. Her upline is on this call. However, Paula works a crazy, crazy schedule, and it's going to be really hit and miss for her to make some of the group calls. She's going to try very much to make the group collaboration calls. Paula is an amazing woman. She is currently, I believe, a gold ambassador. And she has a great downline. Like I said, her upline is on the call, so Miriam can give us a little bit of information about Paula if she'd like to also. I have had the luxury of working with Paula, and she is just, when she is going to be able to participate on the group calls, you guys are really going to adore her. She is one of the most positive and uplifting people that I have had the pleasure of working with in this business. So Paula is a great, great person. She lives, oh my goodness, I'm going to mess this up, in the, I want to say, Ripon area, but I may be incorrect about that. And if I am, Miriam can correct me on that. So let's move over to Miriam Roderick, who I was lovingly talking about as Paula's upline. Miriam, where does Paula live? Is it Ripon?
Yes, she does live in Ripon. Hi, everyone.
Hello, Miriam. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for taking time out. Again, you are in that special circumstance with Barbara and with Susan in having the ability to have somebody from your downline also on the call. So that is a very lucky spot for you. How long have you had your Avon business?
It will be 28 years, I think, tomorrow.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So out of all those years, what is the one memory that you'd like to share? Something that just really sticks with you and is important to you?
Gosh, there's so many memories, so many great times that I think, you know, when we started leadership and building our businesses and developing really great friendships and relationships that I still have today, like Paula, 13 years on my team. And I think when I made executive unit leader, I really noticed how great Avon is and all the income that you can make and how it can just really change your lifestyle. So I'm just so grateful.
You know, I will share that every time I've had the privilege of being with you or your team in general, you are very privileged to have very positive women on your team. I don't know. I think people are attracted to the same kind of people they are. So that says a lot about you because your team is very positive and very uplifting as a group in general. So that is something to be proud of as a leader is your team. As a mom, we're proud of our kids when they turn out great, and you have a great team. So I was very, very fortunate to get to work with several people on your team, and you have great team members.
Yeah, I'm very, very blessed.
I would agree with you, and I would say that your team is blessed to have you as their leader. So I would say that it probably feels both ways that way. It goes both ways. Whereabouts are you located, Miriam?
I'm in Modesto, Northwest.
Okay, so we have quite a few people right there in Modesto, which is good because just a sneak peek, we will have the ability to work together face-to-face every so often. So I know that that's going to be something that's going to come up in a question and answer, and I'll get that out of the way. We will. So that's why I'm letting you guys introduce where you are so everybody can get an idea about how close they are to one another. What's your current leadership title, Miriam?
I am at Silver Leader. right now.
Congratulations. What's something that you would like to see come out of this 13 weeks?
Oh gosh, I just really want to grow my business back to where it used to be, and I'd love to get back to Gold Leader again. Yep, and get remotivated and reboot our business.
I like that, remotivated. That's a big deal because motivation is huge when you're an independent contractor and you guys work for yourself. You don't have anybody, saying you've got to be there at 9, you've got to punch that clock. So motivation is a big deal in this business, and I love to hear that. Remotivated. I want to be remotivated.
Absolutely.
What's the current size of your downline right now? Do you know?
Yes, we are at 95, I believe.
Congratulations. That's a great number. And if you could share one fun fact about yourself that nobody knows, or maybe a few of us know, but you'd like to share it with everybody, what would that be, Miriam?
Oh gosh. Well, right now, a fun fact is I spend every other week in Monterey with my little grandson. He's almost 5, and we are building elaborate sandcastles. So we try to get better and better every time I go up there. So we can.
Oh, that's awesome.
The better sandcastle.
Can I ask that you maybe share a sandcastle picture on one of our next group calls?
Yeah, I will do that.
That would be awesome. I've always wanted to get really good at that. I see the people on the beach that, they've got tools like they're going to build a regular home, and they go out there.
Oh.
Sandcastles are amazing. So, yeah, I would definitely love to see you and your grandson's sandcastle. That would be fun.
It's not that elaborate. He's only 5, so.
That's okay, Miriam. That's okay. We want to see you grow, and that's a way we can see you grow. The starting sandcastle, the finishing sandcastle. That would be fun.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. And let's see who else we have on the team. Kim, are you out there?
I think I'm here.
Yay, you're here. We hear you. Kimberly Elkins, welcome to the team. I'm excited that you have joined us. Now, you were one that we mentioned a little bit earlier. Your upline is also on this call, Ms. Barbara Clark. So congratulations, because you guys will be growing your team at a really rapid speed. And I would challenge you to take that on, and that next session, hopefully somebody from your downline can be in one of our next sessions, the October session, or even after that. That would be great. So Ms. Kim, how many years have you been with Avon now?
It was 5 years last week.
Happy anniversary. Okay, so I have to share with you guys, I absolutely hate the fact that I don't see your anniversaries anymore. And as a district sales manager, that was something that I could see, and until I figure out how to find it again, I can't wish any of you happy anniversary. So you need to just shoot me a text and tell me it's your birthday or anniversary, because I don't know. So happy anniversary, Miss Kim. Out of your 5 years, what is one of the most memorable things that you'd like to share?
There's lots of memorable things, but I think the most memorable to date is probably my Bahamas trip.
And you just got back from that not too long ago, did you not?
Yes.
So you got to go on the Bahamas trip. Tell us how.
By personal recruits and rising up to Gold Ambassador.
Congratulations, congratulations. And that trip, that was a coveted trip. You actually earned that trip for 2, correct?
I did.
Yay, congratulations. I know that I was super excited for you to go on that trip. How did your family feel about that trip? Was that something that I could only imagine, those of you that have gotten Avon trips, how proud you are to share that with your friends and family and what those reactions have to be. So was there just somebody in your life that reacted, that, was just amazed that you could win that with Avon?
I don't think that they really believed me. But I think Chloe was probably the most excited for me, my oldest daughter. but when it was first announced, I told my husband, I'm going to win this trip. Do you want me to get enough points for both of us? And he's not very supportive about my Avon business, so he laughed at me. And he didn't go.
That's awesome. I'm sorry.
Yep.
So see, he didn't want to. That was, you know, that giggle was, sure, baby, you go have fun on that trip, and you did. So congratulations to you. Whereabouts are you located?
I am northeast Modesto.
Modesto, see, another leader in Modesto. So I'm hearing a nice chime to that. We're not all that far apart, so that's amazing. What's your current leadership title? I heard you say you got to Gold Ambassador during the program, so I'm assuming Gold Ambassador?
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, Gold. Mm-hmm.
Congratulations. Out of this 13-week program, what would you like to see happen within your team?
A lot of growth going down generations. I'd like to build some leaders, and my goal is to get to executive leader. So I'm just not gonna put a cap on it, you know. I'm just gonna go until I get to executive leader, and then I'm gonna keep going.
Awesome. I love it. So you just want to see growth. You want to see growth in your first generation, and you want to see growth all the way down. It's perfect.
Right.
Perfect. What's your current downline size?
I think I have, well, on the home screen it shows like 20, I think like 23 people, and then I have like 10 pending.
Awesome. Awesome. So see, you're already funneling in room for growth.
Right.
If you could share one fun fact about yourself that we may not know, what would that be?
Oh my gosh. You probably know better than I do. I think, I don't know if it's a fun fact, but I just come from a pretty stressful life in the last few years, and I just try to keep everything positive and always sort of be laughing and joking around, and just always try to see the glass half full.
I love that about you, Kim, and that is true. Those of you on the team, if you ever want to bounce back complaints with somebody and have them come back with a brighter side, Kim is the person you reach out to. If you want to find your silver lining, reach out to her, because I don't care if you're trying to find your silver lining in the gutter. She's going to find it for you. She's a great silver lining finder. So we all need one of those on our team, and I appreciate that about you. That's always something that I've admired about you. So thank you for sharing that with us.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's see who else is on the team. Did I click something wrong? Yes, Miss Paula Mont. Oh, okay, so hopefully, can you guys see Miss Paula Mont? Because my chat box is covering her face. I'm seeing Teresa instead of Paula Mont. Is Paula on the line? I hear you.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you, Paula. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You have such a soothing voice. I have to say, it's very nice to hear your voice on the line.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. So, Miss Paula, tell us, how many years have you had your Avon business?
9.
Congratulations. That is a long
Thank
time.
you.
In that 9 years, what is one outstanding memory, something that you'd like to share with us from that 9 years?
Oh boy, so many outstanding memories. I'm laughing because I'm sitting here with Kathy, one of my downlines. And so she's on the call, and I think we have a lot of, what do you call it? noise going on.
That's
But
okay.
yeah, just, just love it. We love it. Kathy and I do a lot of recruiting together, and we
Awesome.
were just talking, stating that we need to get out there and do a little bit more.
I know. Well,
So
especially with the incentive going on right now, you guys definitely take advantage. You still have a little while with the nesting incentive. Get out there
yeah,
and earn those people.
definitely. That's a nice picture, Teresa.
I know. That's a good picture of the both of you. I know. Why you guys have flowers on? I can't see Paula. Paula is covered up by my chat box. Thank goodness I do know what Paula looks like. Hopefully you can all see Paula and that she's not covered up by your chat box.
I was at the boss workshop, the boss wife workshop.
Okay, I was wondering where you guys all were. So Paula, where are you located?
Stockton.
Stockton. So by Teresa.
By
Awesome.
Teresa.
Awesome. Now, what is your current leadership title?
Gold Ambassador.
Fantastic. Out of the next 13 weeks, what would you like to see happen in this program with your business?
Well, like the other ladies stated, I'm looking to get, remotivated. Very excited about this opportunity, just to see what's up and coming new with the new Avon.
Right.
But mainly remotivated for myself.
I love that. It's amazing how just taking a fresh look at things and taking a deep breath and being remotivated yourself or being excited again about something can really rub off on everybody around you. And I'm looking, it's crazy how that happens. The happy person in the room makes everybody else happy. So I love when that happens. It does. So what is the approximate size of your downline right now?
About 46.
That's awesome. That's a good downline. And one fun fact that you'd like to share with us, Miss Paula, about yourself that we may not know.
Oh, that I'm not fun?
Oh, you stop it. Everybody said, okay, so we're going to clump you over with Deborah McCord, and you two can teach each other how to be fun.
That's right. Well, my downline here, Kathy, she's very fun. Wait till you talk to her.
Well, what's a fun fact about Kathy? Let's share a fun fact about Kathy.
Oh, look, Kathy is fun for us all. She's exciting. She's laughing. She's getting embarrassed. But she is. She's a lot of fun.
That's okay. We like fun people. And if those of you that don't think you're fun, we're going to make you fun by the end of this 13 weeks. Thank you, Miss
Okay, we're going to hold you to it.
Right? Y'all are going to be dancing. It's going to be so much fun. I have no idea what you're going to do because I can't see you. But trust me, you will have fun. You're going to laugh at me, if anything else. So, thanks. I know, huh? Hey, if you can't laugh at me, what's the point? So let's see who else has joined us. My screen keeps freezing. Here we go. So do we have Kathy on the line?
She's right here next to me.
Oh, that was the same Kathy. So she is going to get her turn. Yay. So Paula, thank you for actually doing it as a little team meeting. This was a great idea. Those of you that have 2 or more of you, that you can sit together and take these calls. It's really a great way to have somebody to bounce things back off after the call. So that was super smart. Kathy, how many years have you had your Avon business?
I started in 1970, but this last time it's been 7 years.
Okay, well, I like that it started in 1970. I wrote that down. That's amazing. So from the first time to this time, what's one big change that you've seen?
I'm more motivated.
I love that. I love that. So maybe the first time around it was a little more fun and just maybe a hobby, and this time around it's a little more business oriented?
Oh, I don't know about that. It's more fun than business.
I love that. I love that. So Kathy, whereabouts, you must be located near Paula in Stockton because you're there with her together. Are you from Stockton?
No, Lodi.
Lodi. Okay, so how far is that from Stockton?
About 15 minutes.
Oh, that's not too bad at all. That's not bad.
No,
Oh, good. So out of all of your years with Avon, what is one of the most outstanding memories that you'd like to share with us? What's something that you just hold on to?
Oh, I don't know. I liked going to all the conferences. I liked Orlando. I liked Las Vegas. And I'm looking forward to where we're going this time.
So we will see you in Nashville then.
Oh, yeah. You wouldn't go without me.
I love that. Have you bought your boots? Everybody keeps sending me pictures of their boots. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be the only person not in boots.
No, I haven't bought my boots yet.
But see, you said yet, so that means you are thinking about it. Well, if you decide not to buy boots, look me up and we can walk around together because I don't know how well I'm going to do in boots for a whole week. So
yeah, that's a little much to wear cowboy boots for a week.
Too much for me. I have a feeling I lived in Texas, though. I mean, the weather can't be that different. And I don't know, I know my feet are going to hate me if I put them in boots for a whole week. So we'll see. But what is your current leadership title, Miss Kathy?
I'm a Silver Ambassador.
I love it. And what are you hoping to gain through this next 13 weeks? What is your goal?
More recruits.
Perfect. And about the size of your downline right now as a Silver Ambassador?
Right now it's down to about, I think, 14 or 15, something like that.
That's okay. That's a good number. That's still a number to be proud of. So Paula said you're a ton of fun. You're just a whole ball of fun. What can you share?
A ball of fun, yeah.
A whole ball of fun. What can you share about yourself that is going to live up to the description that Paula gave us of you?
I love to dance.
Yay. So
how's that?
I love it. So are you going to dance in Nashville with us? Because I'm pretty sure the majority of the people on this call are going to be in Nashville.
Yes, I'm sure I will.
Yay. Okay, so everybody heard that. We're holding Kathy to dancing on the table in Nashville.
Oh, I'm dancing on the table?
Yes.
Okay. Which table?
Any table, you pick it. We're all going to stand there and root you on.
Okay. I'll practice on it.
Thank you so much, Kathy, for joining, and I'm super excited. So now that we have gone through all of these introductions, and you guys got a little sneak peek at kind of who everybody is and what they bring to the table, let's talk a little bit about the goals of the program. So during this program, it's really designed to help you grow not only your sales, but your team also. In growing your sales and your team, we want to show you not only how to add the members to your team, but really develop your team in doing so. By developing your team, you're going to see your business grow because you can add people to your team. We know that. You can add, a ton of people every day to your team, but if you're not developing them, if they're not growing, if they're not learning, your team stays stagnant. So really the goal of this program is to help you develop your team. In doing so, grow your business and achieve your dreams. We're going to cover several different topics in the program. It consists of 7 different modules. Each module focuses on a different topic or skill set. So on the right-hand side of the screen, you guys can see the palette, the program palette. Starting at the top with the kickoff, which is what we're in right now. Each module is 2 weeks long, except for the wrap-up module, which just takes the last week of the program. So let's start with the kickoff. It's really just to get to know one another. After the first 2 weeks is over, we're going to move on to conversational selling, which is just another name for networking, or learning really just how to talk to people about your business, about your products, and about the opportunity. We'll then move into goal setting. From goal setting, we'll move on to planning, then coaching, and then showing you really how to work the plan that you've created. And then we'll spend the last week doing some fun activities, wrapping up everything that we've learned. Each module builds on the previous module. So it's really important that you take time to practice the skills that we learn in each module as we're in it, as it will continue to build down. After seeing the topics that we're going to cover, can you guys think of any other skills or a specific skill set that you'd also like to cover during the program? Because we will have a little bit of time to cover some additional topics. So if you guys want to jump on and tell me anything you could think of, I will write them down so I make sure we touch on additional topics. Anybody? Social media. Deborah just put that in the chat box. So she wants to spend a little bit of time on social media training. Any other suggestions? That's a good one, Deborah. I like that. I'll tell you what, as you guys think of more things that you may want to cover, we'll spend about 80% of the time in the program specifically designated to what's on the program palette, because Avon has really kind of put together this palette in knowing that these are the key learnings that that will impact your business. I see Teresa Moreno, what reports we should be looking up now that the managers aren't around. That's a great topic too, and that is definitely something. So going over Vibe and which reports are your go-to reports. I love that. So we will spend 80% on the time of our time on what Avon has designated for us, and about 20% of the time on the topics that you guys really feel is important. So you guys really have the ability to also guide and really revamp what this program looks like as we go along. So let's take an overview of what each 2-week session is going to look like. Today is our group seminar call, and we're going to kick off each 2-week session and each topic with a group seminar call. The idea of the call is teaching. So this call is a lot of me talking, which I'm sorry, and I'll apologize for that right now. The group seminar is the most you guys are going to hear me talk. Each of them is about an hour long, with the exception of the very first one, today's kickoff call, which is an hour and 30 minutes because of the introduction times. Then we'll move on to the one-on-one coaching calls. That's throughout the 2-week time frame, the 2-week module. At the end of the 2 weeks, we'll move on to the collaboration call. The collaboration call is really all about me being the facilitator and opening up the room to you guys to discuss what you learned during the last 2 weeks, what best practices you took from the application guides and our one-on-one calls, and what you'd like to share with the group. Depending on the group chattiness, these calls can go anywhere from 60 to 90 minutes. So that's really an overview. Each group seminar call will also include a little bit of what I called homework. Very simple. Each 2-week module has a different application guide. You were emailed the application guide for this module about 8:30 this morning or so, and I will email them out the day of the call in the morning so that you have them by the time we jump on our call every 2 weeks. I do ask that you complete the application guide and get it back to me about 24 hours before your one-on-one call. And that's just because I take those application guides, I prepare them, and I work them into what we discuss on your one-on-one call. So I do need a little bit of time with your application guide prior to that one-on-one call. If you have any questions at any point in time while you're filling out your application guide, pick up your phone, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, whatever's easiest for you. I'm here for you to walk you through that application guide. And you guys will notice it is an editable PDF. So it comes through as an Adobe file. You're going to take that attachment right off of the email, save that attachment. I would suggest saving it to your desktop or creating a folder for the specific coaching program and saving it to that folder. Once you've saved it, you then can edit it and fill it in. As you fill it in, when you're all done, save that and then email me the copy of that. We'll go over your application guides on your one-on-one call. Susan, you're funny. I'm already going to be late turning in my homework. It's okay, Susan. We give tardies and we take points off just like in school. I'm just kidding. No, just get it to me as soon as you can. I have 22 hours left. You're funny. Just get it to me by tomorrow morning. You'll be good. So let's look at what our schedule looks like. So each 2 weeks you can see is blocked. At the beginning of the 2 week, on a Tuesday, we're going to have this group seminar call. And then I'll have one-on-ones throughout the rest of the 2 weeks. And then we'll wrap up with a collaboration call every other Friday. We have tried to set the one-on-one coaching calls for the same day and same time every 2 weeks. If for some reason your schedule does not permit that, and there are a few of you that we're just scheduling your one-on-one call as soon as you get your work schedule. So don't let an off work schedule prevent you from grabbing your one-on-one call. I can move them around. Just let me know. It's completely flexible and whatever works for you for those calls. Okay. Now we talked about my goals for you, the goals of the program, and now the program has a few expectations of you. And this is a team effort. As we got to know each other over the introductions, you guys could see that we want you to take a hold of this as a team. Be committed. Attend every meeting that you can possibly attend. I understand that they're in the middle of the day. For most of you, that was the time slot that was selected. For some of you, that's going to be rough in the middle of your day. If you have to attend the group call, that one's easy. The collaboration call at the end of the 2 weeks, there are no slides for that one. So hop on your phone, be driving around, put your earpiece in, be doing your deliveries, whatever you need to do for that. The only call that really you need to be in front of your computer for is this call, the group seminar. So if you can be in front of your computer every other Tuesday at noon, that's really it. Your one-on-one calls and the collaboration calls can be done just by your phone, no computer necessary. Participate. Remember, you're going to get out of this what you put in. There are a couple people in the program that went through the pilot program, so they're familiar with what that means. This is not a structured program where you're going to have instructions on what to do every day and that's going to produce a result. This is really about you finding your strengths and your weaknesses and learning how to grow your weaknesses into strengths and really play up the strengths that you already have. We do ask that you be positive, whether it be on GroupMe, on a collaboration call, on a seminar call. Just always know that everybody around you wants to see you succeed just as much as you want to succeed. So we're all here to support and motivate you. And while we're not always happy, we can always look for that silver lining. And if we don't find it, Miss Kim will pull it out for us. Apply what you have learned. We do ask that, that the application guides that we send to you, take them seriously, read them. None of them are hard work. They're all very simple and they're all about you and your individual way of thinking, your individual goals. So it's definitely something that will help you grow as you fill them out and really apply them. Take heart to what you're putting down on them. I ask that you would engage with me as we open up in our one-on-one calls. You know, the more that you open up to me, the more I can open up to you, and the easier it can be for us to find that happy spot where we really can move and grow and learn together. I would ask that you engage with the group. You guys that have worked with me have heard me say over and over again, the knowledge is in the room. There's no different with this. We have so many different levels of leadership on this group call. We have different levels of engagement. We have different levels of sales. And every answer that you could possibly need to anything to do with your Avon business is in this room. So do not hesitate to engage with the group and ask those questions. And by all means, share your ideas. Every idea is a good idea, and every idea spurs good ideas. So never hesitate to share what you think is a great idea. Or even if you don't think it's a great idea, share it anyway, because I guarantee you it's at least a good idea, and between the minds in the room, it will become an amazing idea. As I said in the beginning, we're going to focus on the B in the boss life, which is belief. Most of us are used to hearing that as your why. So for the rest of the kickoff module, the rest of the 2 weeks, we're going to focus on you and your why. You're going to outline your belief in the application guide, and we'll spend pretty much the majority of the time of our one-on-one call getting to know you and what your belief is. This is a success competency, I cannot say that word, competency guide. So basically, right, it's if I keep trying, eventually I'll get it right. And if I don't, one of you will chime in and say it right for me, I hope. You guys got to have my back with these words. So in this, it basically shows you the direction of your Avon business. Would you all agree that the product and the opportunity is the core of your business? I would agree. So what they've done is they've set the goals around the heart of your business. So planning, goal setting, creating strategies, analyzing, prioritizing, all of the things that come with planning. You can have a great product and a great opportunity, but if you don't plan, how successful are those products and opportunities going to be for you? And then, of course, that comes to selling. If you don't sell those products or that opportunity, are you going to have a successful business? And selling is networking, discovering things about yourself, your products, and the people around you, communicating the value and the benefits of those products, getting to know your own personal story and being able to convey that. And of course, social selling, which Deborah had mentioned she'd like to see more of in our training. And then that follows through with management. Management is not necessarily managing people all the time. Sometimes management comes with your calendar and your time. Sometimes it comes with onboarding, team meeting executions. You guys are going to see coming in the very near future, you as leaders are going to get things from Avon called a meeting in a box. And that is super exciting. I haven't got to see the materials that are in the meeting in a box yet, but I have been told that they are amazing materials, and it really is going to give you guys a platform to hold sales meetings and leadership meetings on a regular basis. Also, customer service and business acumen is part of your management style. With all of that surrounding your products and your opportunities, it really comes down to your leadership and how you're going to lead your team. So that's building trust. It's coaching, it's inspiring and motivating, it's managing conflict, it's influencing skills, and it's recognition. And these are all the basics that we're going to cover in your next 13 weeks. One of the things you guys received in the email this morning with your application guide was your glossary. The glossary will come into play when you guys really start going through the competency guide. So if you have any question on what these mean, refer back to the glossary. If you still have a question, reach out to me. By all means, I'm here. Here's an example of the glossary. So we don't have to go through each of these. You have them in your glossary. But basically, goal setting involves the development of the SMART goals designed to motivate and guide individuals to a successful outcome. So specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely goals. We can all have, I'll use an example because I struggle with my weight. Those of you that know me know that I'm always complaining about my weight. It's very easy for me to, in my mind, say, I want to be a size 6 again. Is that really setting a goal? Was I specific? Kind of. I want to be a size 6. Is it a measurable goal? Kind of. Is it an achievable goal? Well, it depends on how soon I want it. Is it a relevant goal? And is it a timely goal? No, it was very vague. So it would be better to say, I'd like to lose 10 pounds by the end of the month. Or I'd like to, I don't know, by the end of the summer, fit into my swimsuit again. Something like that. So when you're setting your goals and we go over goal setting, just keep in mind that you really want to be able to measure your success, and you really want to have a specific, timely goal that you're looking for. And we want to be able to celebrate those goals each step of the way. So we'll go through a little bit about selling. Networking is interacting with people in order to identify and meet potential customers and recruits. A lot of times we hear the word networking and it's scary to us. Oh, I'm not a great networker. I'm not good at networking. You guys have heard me say that a million times. I'm not a great networker. I'm not a people person. We hear that. But really, it's about interacting with people in your everyday life. How many times have you went to a restaurant, ordered something that you absolutely love, and the next time you're in a group setting and somebody says, I'm hungry, where should we go to eat? You're the first one to bullet up your hand and say, I just ate at this restaurant and I had this and it was great. How many of you have done that? Without anybody asking, what do you think of this restaurant? You've volunteered up a restaurant and a product on a menu. Patty says she has. I have all the time. That's networking. You're sharing something you love. Was it scary to share that? Not at all, because you loved it. So you guys network. Exactly, Patty. It's never scary. It's, no, I ate it. I loved it. I loved the restaurant. I loved the service. I went and saw a great movie. You should go see this movie. That's all networking. And if you're uncomfortable with that at the beginning of the 13 weeks, the goal is that you will be very comfortable with it at the end of the 13 weeks. So let's hit a little bit on manage. Time management is usually a huge one for most of us. And really the definition of that is optimizing the time that you've dedicated to Avon by identifying, delegating, scheduling, and prioritizing tasks that will strategically grow your business. So I hear a lot of times, and I know that most of you hear the same thing with your downline. I just don't have time for this. I mean, that's a huge number one deterrent when we talk to our downline. I just don't have time for this. But when we really sit down and ask the questions, most of the time they have time. They just may not necessarily be using the time on prioritizing their tasks. Or they're busy, but they're not productive. So throughout the next 13 weeks, we'll take a look at the difference between being busy and the difference between being productive, and the difference between working harder and working smarter. You guys have heard that, I'm sure, at least 100 times in your lifetime. My mom told me that every day growing up. You got to work harder, you got to work smarter, not harder. I tend to overthink things, which makes me want to work harder and not smarter. So let's talk a little bit about leading. And the first bullet point you see in leading is building trust. Building trust is huge. It occurs when the intent for every engagement is to be real, relatable, and reliable. My goal in this 13 weeks is that you guys realize that I am real, I am relatable, and I am reliable. And the only way that you guys will know that is to really engage with me and get to know me in the next 13 weeks. I have no underlying goals other than to be there to support each and every one of you reach the goals that we set together. I too have had an Avon business. I've been in the beginning stages of where most of you are. For those of you that know me, know that I had a leadership team and that I did give up to become a district manager. I was a top seller. I did reach Honor Society, so I do know a little bit of the hard work that it takes to be out there and be selling. So I do have that little bit of relatability with you guys. I can feel where you are, and I can remember what that's like. So don't be afraid to share with me, because I will put myself right back in your shoes, and we can come up with a plan that works for you. So over this, we're going to talk about the 3 levels of competency, because you guys kind of need to know the definitions of those before you rate yourselves on them, right? So in one of your sheets of homework, you're going to rate yourself on several different competencies as challenged, inconsistent, or consistent. So challenged, what does that mean? That means you're just really not sure of what you're supposed to do for that competency or that skill set. You're still learning it, or maybe you just learned it and you haven't had a chance to put it into play yet. So that's what challenged would be. It doesn't mean that you know how to do it and you're just not doing it well. It means that you're not sure what you're doing. Then you're challenged. Inconsistent. You're aware of what you should do. You know how to do it. You're somewhat able to do it, or you do it sometimes. You just don't do it all the time. That would be inconsistent. And consistent would be you know how to do it, you're able to perform the task, and you do it on a regular basis. So I ask that as you look at the application guide, this is exactly what you were emailed along with a glossary. As you look at this at the top, you're going to write your belief or your why. Why did you start your Avon business, or why did you stick with it? What do you want out of it now? What is your current why? What's your name? Of course, I'm going to ask that you do that because I am going to save these. And then we're going to talk a little bit, you're going to fill out a little bit about what do you want in life. And you can see each bullet point. This does not have to be all business related. And I want you guys to know as you go through the self-assessment, I am currently going through the coaching program also. Went through the complete coaching program that you're going to go through in a very accelerated form in Ohio, and am now going through it in a slowed down form, much like you are, with a senior coach. So I just filled out my self-assessments and I just ranked myself and sent it into my senior coach, and I had my one-on-one call yesterday. So this is very much a program that we are all going through together. Now I will tell you, I was pleasantly surprised when I started doing my self-assessment, because we are harder on ourselves than anybody else is. So be real about your self-assessment. Be true to yourself, because that's the way you're going to grow. Remember, you get out of it what you put in. And if you guys will notice the note on the bottom of the screen, you will need to have Adobe Acrobat Reader on your computer to open these application guides. They are sent in Adobe form, which is an editable PDF. So just like I said before, take it as the attachment right off of the email I sent. If you don't have Adobe, you can see the www.adobe.com on the bottom of your screen. Go there, download it for free. Most of you have it because Avon sends things in Adobe form quite often. So if you're having a problem pulling up these attachments and saving them, make sure that you have Adobe. So the following steps, what's going to happen next? All of you have your one-on-one coaching calls already scheduled. So you're going to complete your application guide and your self-assessment. Get it to me the day before your coaching call. And for those of you that have your coaching call Thursday, just as long as you get it to me sometime tomorrow before 5 or 6, that would be great. Because like I said, I take a couple hours with it to really put it into the form that I need it to be in. Prepare to discuss the hot topic on our next group collaboration call. Again, you do not have to be online for the group collaboration call. You can dial in to the group number. There will be no slides for that call. But the hot topic question, who is your hero and why? And those of you that want to talk on the group collaboration call, I look forward to hearing who that hero is, why, and how they've touched your life. That's it. That is the end of the group seminar. How do you guys feel? Awesome, great. I'm seeing all the words in the chat box. This is really a great time for you guys to really self-discover. And that's the one thing that I'm learning as I go through this program is a lot of self-discovery. And that's really how we grow. So I challenge you guys to be honest with yourself when you're taking your self-assessments. And I do want to let you guys know before we jump off, this is a no judgment zone. Nothing that we do, whether it be in our group call or in our one-on-ones, comes from a place of judgment. Everybody on this call and in this group wants success, as I want for you guys. So please feel free to share anything at any time and know that we're not judging one another. This is all to make everybody grow. So I look forward to talking to you guys on your one-on-one calls. You all have my cell number and you all have my email. If you don't, let me know in the chat box. I'll leave the room open for about 5 or 10 minutes and I'll answer any questions that come through the chat box or online. But for those of you that need to get going, I really appreciate you giving us this hour and a half. And the rest of the group calls will be about an hour. So I'll give you back that 30 minutes.